Life has a way of testing us when we least expect it. You've been pushing, grinding, and giving everything you have, yet the breakthrough still seems out of reach. Frustration creeps in, doubt whispers in your ear, and the road ahead looks uncertain. But let me tell you this, every great success story has a moment just like this. This is the part where most people quit. But you're different. You're built for this. The truth is, breakthroughs don't happen when it's convenient. They happen when you're at the edge, exhausted, drained, and ready to give up, right before you take one more step. That's when the walls crack, when the door unlocks, and when your persistence pays off. You may not see the results yet, but every effort, every late night, and every failure is stacking up, building the foundation for your success. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent or luck. It's the refusal to stop. It's the ability to keep going when nothing seems to be working. You have come too far to let fear, doubt, or temporary setbacks hold you back. If you stop now, you'll never know how close you were. But if you push just a little harder, fight a little longer, and believe a little deeper, your breakthrough will come. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for a sign. This is your sign. Keep moving, keep believing, keep fighting, because the moment you refuse to quit is the moment everything starts to change. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. So go get it. Breakthroughs often come when you least expect them. You might feel like you're stuck, like no matter what you do, nothing is changing. But what you don't realize is that every effort, every struggle, and every setback is silently building up to a moment that will change everything. The key is to stay committed, even when the results aren't visible yet. The greatest transformations happen when you persist through uncertainty. Most people quit just before success. Don't be one of them. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't isn't that one group never struggled. It's that the ones who made it refused to give up. You never know how close you are to a breakthrough. Imagine stopping just inches away from victory because things felt too difficult. The pain of regret is far worse than the discomfort of perseverance. Every failure and effort is building your foundation for success. Every time you push forward despite challenges, you grow stronger. Every setback teaches you something new. Success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about using failure as a stepping stone. The moments that feel like obstacles are actually shaping you into the person who can handle the success that's coming your way. Talent and luck don't determine success. Persistence does. You might look at others and think they have it easier, but the truth is, every great success story is built on resilience. Some of the most successful people in history faced countless failures before they achieved their dreams. What set them apart was their refusal to let those failures define them. They kept going, and so should you. You've come too far to let fear or setbacks stop you now. Think about everything you've already overcome. All the times you could have given up, but didn't. That strength, that determination is what will carry you to the next level. Fear will try to convince you that you're not ready, that you're not capable, but fear is just an illusion. It only has power if you let it. Keep pushing, believing, and fighting. Your breakthrough is near. It might not feel like it right now, but if you keep showing up, keep learning, and keep growing, everything will start falling into place. Progress isn't always obvious in the moment, but it's happening. Trust the process and trust yourself. This is your moment. Don't wait. Take action now. If you keep waiting for the perfect conditions, you'll be waiting forever. The right time is now. Whatever goal you've been chasing, whatever dream you've been working toward, this is the time to go all in. The moment you decide to keep moving forward despite the doubts and struggles is the moment everything starts to shift in your favor. Most people quit just before success. Don't be one of them. The road to success is not a straight path. It is filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. Many people start with enthusiasm, but as challenges arise, they begin to question whether it's worth it. They put in the effort, but when they don't see immediate results, they give up. And what they don't realize is that their breakthrough could have been just around the corner. The hardest moments often come right before things start to change. If you stop now, you may never know how close you were to achieving everything you've been working for. Quitting doesn't take away the struggle you've already endured. It only guarantees that you'll never see the rewards of your hard work. Success is often just beyond the point where most people surrender. Imagine climbing a steep mountain and feeling exhausted, doubting whether you'll ever reach the top. But what if you were just a few steps away from seeing the most breathtaking view? The same principle applies to your goals. When things feel the toughest, when every part of you wants to stop, that's when you need to push the hardest. The ones who succeed aren't necessarily the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest. They are the ones who simply refuse to quit. They understand that failure is temporary, but giving up makes failure permanent. They know that perseverance is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who only wish for them. Every great success story includes moments of struggle, doubt, and near defeat, but those who made it refuse to let those moments define their future. You must develop the mindset that quitting is not an option. If you walk away now, you might find yourself looking back with regret, wondering what could have been. But if you hold on just a little longer, if you give it one more try, if you take one more step, you might find yourself breaking through the barriers that once seemed impossible. The most incredible transformations happen not because someone had an easy journey, but because they kept moving forward, even when everything inside them screamed to stop. So don't let temporary difficulties convince you to quit on something that has the potential to change your life. You have already come this far. You have already invested time, effort, and passion into your journey. Don't let it be for nothing. When others give up, let that be the moment you dig deeper, push harder, and rise above. Because when you refuse to quit, when you choose to keep going despite everything, success has no choice but to come your way. Every failure and effort is building your foundation for success. It may not seem like it when things don't go as planned, but every challenge, every setback, and every mistake is teaching you something valuable. Success isn't about never failing, it's about learning from failure and using it to get better. Each time you stumble, you gain experience, resilience, and wisdom. These are the building blocks of success, the lessons that shape you into someone who can handle the rewards that come with perseverance. Think about the greatest success stories in history. They are filled with failure after failure before the breakthrough finally happened. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Walt Disney was told he lacked creativity before creating an empire. J.K. Rowling was rejected multiple times before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. What if they had let their failures define them? What if they had believed that failing meant they weren't meant for success? The truth is, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it. The most successful people in the world understand that failure is simply feedback. It is life's way of refining you, making you stronger, and preparing you for what's to come. When you put in the effort and don't see immediate results, it can be frustrating, but know that your hard work is never wasted. The skills you develop, the persistence you build, and the resilience you gain will serve you in ways you can't yet see. Every effort is moving you forward, even if the progress feels slow. Imagine laying bricks for a house. At first it seems like a long, slow process. You lay one brick at a time and it feels like nothing is happening. But over time, as you continue to build, you start to see the structure take shape. The same goes for your journey to success. Every time you try, every time you push forward, you are adding another brick to your foundation. And one day you will step back and realize that all those small efforts have built something incredible. So, embrace failure. Let it teach you, let it strengthen you, and let it fuel you to keep going. Instead of fearing setbacks, see them as stepping stones. Instead of giving up when things get tough, remind yourself that each challenge is preparing you for something greater. Your success is not built in a single moment. It is built through consistent effort, unwavering belief, and the courage to keep going even when things don't go as planned. Keep building, keep learning, and trust that every failure is shaping you into the person who will one day succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Talent and luck don't determine success, persistence does. Many people believe that success is reserved for those who are naturally gifted or lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time. But if talent and luck were the deciding factors, the world would be filled with untapped potential and success would be limited to a chosen few. The reality is, talent can give you a head start and luck may open a door, but neither can sustain success. It is persistence, the ability to keep going despite obstacles, failures, and doubts, that truly determines who reaches their goals and who doesn't. The most accomplished individuals in any field did not get there solely because they were born with extraordinary abilities. They got there because they refused to give up when things got tough. They faced rejection, failure, and moments where quitting seemed like the easiest option, but they chose to persist. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was once cut from his high school team. If he had accepted that failure as a permanent truth, the world would have never witnessed his greatness. Instead, he used that setback as motivation to work harder, proving that persistence is more powerful than any natural talent. Success is a game of endurance. The ones who win are not necessarily the ones who had the easiest journey, but the ones who kept showing up, kept learning, and kept pushing forward. There will be days when progress feels slow, when challenges seem overwhelming, and when doubts creep in. This is where most people give up. But those who persist, those who refuse to let temporary struggles define them, are the ones who break through and achieve what once seemed impossible. Even the most talented individuals can fail if they lack persistence. Many people start strong, filled with excitement and motivation, but when they hit roadblocks, they give up. On the other hand, those who may not have started with as much talent but commit to consistent effort eventually surpass those who relied only on their natural ability. Hard work beats talent when talent. The ability to keep going, to push through discomfort, and to keep believing in yourself even when things aren't going your way, that is what separates winners from those who settle. No matter where you are on your journey, remember that your determination is the greatest factor in your success. You don't have to be the smartest, the most skilled, or the luckiest. You just have to be the one who refuses to give up. If you stay committed, keep improving, and never let setbacks define you, success will eventually have no choice but to be yours. You've come too far to let fear or setbacks stop you now. Think about everything you've already been through, the sacrifices you've made, the time you've invested, the challenges you've overcome. You didn't come this far just to walk away because things got tough. Every step you've taken, every hardship you've endured has been preparing you for this moment. The struggles weren't meant to break you, they were meant to build you. Now is not the time to let fear dictate your decisions. Fear is nothing more than an illusion, a mental barrier that tries to convince you that you're not ready, but you are. Fear will always be present when you're chasing something big. It will whisper doubts in your mind, making you question whether you have what it takes. It will remind you of your past failures, your insecurities, and all the reasons why you should play it safe. But fear is not a reason to stop. It's a signal that you're stepping outside your comfort zone, and that's exactly where growth happens. The people who succeed in life are not fearless. They are simply those who refuse to let fear control them. They feel the fear and push forward anyway. Setbacks are a natural part of any journey. They are not signs that you should quit. They are tests to see how badly you want what you're working toward. Every great success story includes moments of failure, rejection, and disappointment. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't is simple. One group uses setbacks as an excuse to stop, while the other uses them as fuel to keep going. When you hit a roadblock, remind yourself why you started in the first place. Let your purpose be stronger than your fear. There will be moments when you feel exhausted, frustrated, and unsure if you can keep going. That's normal, but quitting won't make things easier. It will only leave you with regret. You are stronger than you think, and every challenge you overcome adds to your strength. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself of all the times you thought you couldn't do something but prove yourself wrong. You have more resilience than you realize. And if you've made it this far, you have what it takes to go even further. Now is the time to dig deeper, to silence the voice of fear, and to rise above any setbacks in your way. You didn't come this far only to come this far. You came to win, to break through, to achieve what you set out to accomplish. So take a deep breath, stand tall, and keep moving forward. The path may not be easy, but the reward will be worth it. Your future self will thank you for refusing to give up when it mattered the most. Keep pushing, believing, and fighting. Your breakthrough is near. No matter how long you've been working toward your goal, no matter how many obstacles you faced, you must remember that progress is happening even when you can't see it. Every ounce of effort you put in is stacking up, creating momentum and bringing you closer to your breakthrough. Success doesn't always announce itself with grand gestures. Sometimes it builds quietly in the background, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. The key is to keep moving forward, to trust that the process is working, and to believe in yourself even when nothing seems to be changing. Doubt will try to creep in. It will tell you that you're wasting your time, that you're not good enough, that you should give up. But doubt is a liar. It preys on your moments of exhaustion, hoping you let go of your dreams before they have a chance to come to life. You cannot afford to listen to that voice. Instead, remind yourself why you started. Think about the moments when you felt inspired, when you were filled with passion and determination. That fire inside you is still there. It just needs you to keep feeding it with action, effort, and belief. There will be days when everything feels like a battle, when progress seems painfully slow, when rejection stings, and when failure feels like a permanent roadblock. But those are the days that define your future. Anyone can keep going when things are easy, but true strength is built in the moments when quitting feels like the only option. These tough times are not meant to stop you. They are meant to prepare you for the success that's ahead. If you can push through the hardest moments, you will become unstoppable. Belief is a powerful force. When you truly believe in yourself, you move differently. You stop second-guessing every decision. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. And you start creating your own opportunities. The world has a way of opening doors for those who refuse to give up. The energy you put out, determination, resilience, and confidence, attracts the very things you've been working toward. But belief alone isn't enough. You must pair it with relentless action. Keep showing up, keep learning, and keep adjusting until you find what works. You are closer than you think. The struggles, the doubts, the setbacks, they are all part of the journey. But if you keep pushing, keep believing, and keep fighting, you will break through. Imagine looking back a year from now and realizing that everything you went through was leading you to this moment. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is not a matter of if, but when. And the only thing standing between you and that moment is your decision to keep going. So rise up, push forward, and claim what's meant to be yours. This is your moment. Don't wait. Take action now. Too often people hesitate, waiting for the perfect time, the perfect conditions, or the perfect opportunity. But the truth is, there is no such thing as the right time. The longer you wait, the more time you waste. The longer you wait, the more doubts creep in, making you question your potential. If you keep postponing your dreams, you risk looking back one day filled with regret, wondering what could have been. The only way to move forward is to act now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Opportunities don't just fall into your lap. You have to create them. You have to take risks, step outside your comfort zone, and go after what you want with everything you have. Fear might try to hold you back, but fear is just an illusion, a mental barrier designed to keep you where you are. But staying where you are won't get you to where you want to be. Growth happens in action, not in hesitation. If you want something, you have to go after it like your life depends on it. Because in many ways it does. Your happiness, your success, and your future are shaped by the decisions you make today. Taking action doesn't mean you have to know every step of the journey. It just means you have to start. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to take one step, and then another and another. The most successful people in the world weren't handed their dreams. They built them brick by showing up every single day and doing the work. Your dreams are possible, but only if you're willing to do what it takes to make them a reality. Excuses will always be there. The what ifs, the doubts, the reasons why it might not work, those thoughts will try to convince you to play it safe. But nothing great ever comes from staying comfortable. The people who change their lives are the ones who push past their excuses and take action even when they don't feel ready. If you keep waiting until you feel 100% prepared, you'll be waiting forever. The truth is, action creates confidence. The more you do, the more you learn, and the more you believe in yourself. So what are you waiting for? Time is passing, and every moment you spend hesitating is a moment you could have spent building your dreams. Don't let fear, doubt, or uncertainty steal your future from you. Decide today that you are done waiting. Decide that you are ready to take action. Your goals, your dreams, your breakthrough, they are all within your reach. But only if you have the courage to go after them now. Not later, not someday. Now.